Good morning, students. Yesterday we had discussed the summary, reference to the context, an explanation of stanza 1 and stanza 2 of the poem Abu Ben Adhem, written by Leigh Hunt. And today we are going to discuss the next two stanzas and the central idea of the poem. So open your book, Roots and Wings, at page 143. Before starting the poem, I will again remind you to read the poem again and again, as regular reading will help you memorize the text. At the end of the poem, you will be able to explain meanings of difficult words as used in the poem, explain the poem in your own words, write down the central idea of the poem, and you will be able to understand that love for fellow human beings is the best means to receive the blessings of God. Now let us read stanza 3. And is mine one? Said Abu. Nay, not so, replied the angel. Nay here means no. Now children, in the previous paragraph, we have read that the angel told Abu Ben Adhem that he was writing the names of people who love God in his golden book. So now here, Abu is asking him if his name was there in that list, and the angel says no, his name was not there in the list. Abu spoke more low, but cheerily still. More low here means more humbly. Cheerily means happily. So now Abu's spirits were low on listening to this, that his name was not in the list of people who loved God. So he spoke more humbly but happily. I pray thee then, write me as one that loves his fellow men. Pray here means request. Thee means you. Write me means treat me or write my name. Fellow men means companions. So Abu told the angel to write his name in the list of people who loved their companions. In these lines, the poet says that Abu asked the angel if his name was in the list of those who loved God. The angel said no. Abu seemed to be a bit shocked, but he was not sad. In a cheerful tone, he requested the angel to write his name in the list of those who loved their fellow men. Now let us write down the explanation with reference to the context of stanza 3. Stanza 3. First of all, we will write down the hint and we will underline it, and the hint should be written with the pencil outside the margin line. And is dash dash fellow men. After writing down the hint, we will write down the reference to the context outside the margin line with the pencil and we will underline it. These lines have been taken from the poem Abu Ben Adhem, written by Leigh Hunt. Through this poem, the poet teaches us that those who love and serve their fellow men receive God's blessings. After writing down the reference to the context, we will write down the explanation outside the margin line and we will underline it. Now you will write down the explanation as discussed. Now let us read stanza 4. The angel wrote and vanished. The next night it came again with a great wakening light. The word vanished means disappeared. Wakening light means dazzling light. With a great wakening light means एक महान जागृत प्रकाश के साथ. So, after writing the name of Abu in the list of the people who loved their fellow men, the angel disappeared. The next night, it came again in Abu's room
with more dazzling light
and showed the names whom love of God had blessed. And the angel showed Abu the list of people who had received God's love. Yesterday he was writing the names of the people who loved God, and today he has come back with a list of people who are loved by God. And lo, Ben Adham's name led all the rest. Lo here means behold or look. Led means headed or topped. It means that Abu Ben Adham's name was written on the top of the list. Now children, what you have understood is, those who love their fellow men are loved by God. You don't need to love God or pray to Him. Only you have to love the people around. Then you will be loved by God. Now, in these lines, the poet says that the angel wrote Abu's name in his list and disappeared. But the next night he again appeared with a more dazzling light. He showed Abu the list of those men
who were blessed by God.
Strangely, the name of Abu topped the list. Now we'll do the explanation with reference to the context of stanza 4. Stanza 4. First of all, we will write down the hint outside the margin line with the pencil and we will underline it. Hint will be the angel dash dash all the rest. After writing down the hint, we will write down the reference to the context with the pencil outside the margin line and we will underline it. These lines have been taken from the poem Abu Ben Adham, written by Leigh Hunt. Through this poem, the poet teaches us that those who love and serve their fellow men receive God's blessings. After writing the reference to the context, we will write down the explanation outside the margin line with the pencil and we will underline it. Now write down the explanation of stanza 4 as discussed. So children, what is the main idea conveyed by the poem? What do you understand from the poem? We have understood that love for fellow human being is the best means to receive the blessings of God.
Which means God also loves those
who love His creations, who love the animals, other human beings made by God. So, if you want to love God and receive His love,
you should love the creatures made by Him.
Now let us come to the central idea. As I have already discussed, the main idea of the poem is love for fellow beings is love for God. Now this is the central idea of the poem. Now let us read the central idea. The poem brings home the message that those who love and serve their fellow men receive God's blessings. On the other hand, those who avoid, dislike, or hate their fellow human beings are not loved by God. Abu's story makes it clear that only those who do noble deeds for the welfare of others selflessly and out of love receive God's love and blessings. I hope you have understood the poem. Now write down the word meanings, explanation along with the reference to the context of stanza 3 and stanza 4 and central idea of the poem on your fair copies. Thank you.